Okay, everybody. I'm going to show you how to build one of these creep gate for small goats and sheep, lambs and kids. It's real simple. Simple enough. Real simple design. These move in and out. Adjustable spacing. Of course, you have to pull it all the way out. But this, you can drill holes along the side, move up and down. But I'm going to show you how to build one of these. You'll need two 2x4s by 8 footers. Actually, if you have a half a 2x4, you just need to buy one more. You'll need 12 foot of 2x4. But it's probably cheaper to buy you two 8 footers than it is a 12 footer. You'll need a stick of 3/4 inch PEX or PVC pipe. You can use PVC pipe, but it is going to be a little thicker. That'll make the gaps a little less. And you'll need 10 foot, well, you'll need actually more than 10 foot of rebar. You'll need, I guess you could drop this down and get by with 10 foot, but say a 20 foot piece of rebar, this is 3/8. You can also do a 1/2 inch. You'll need 1/2 inch auger bit or spade bit. Again, if you're using 1/2 inch rebar, you probably need to step it up to 5/8, maybe 3/4. I'd try 5/8, go with that. I think 5/8 would be fine on 1/2 inch. Might be a little tight, but then again, you don't want your goats to be able to pick this up and then, you know, like this, and then push it like that. So, 3/8 inch rebar, 1/2 inch bit, 5/8 or 1/2 inch rebar, 5/8 inch bit, and then some 3-inch screws. I used Torx screws, deck screws, Phillips head screws would work, and then a 1x4 or scrap piece of plywood, 2x4 even. If you bought two 8 footers, you could use the extra and put it down here. It will raise the gate up a little bit, not enough to make a world of difference. And if you don't have, I think I'll talk about it later on, but if you don't have access to rebar, I think you can go down to your Tractor Supply and get your electric fence rods, electric fence posts. I think they're 3/8. They might be 1/4 inch. If they're 1/4 inch, you could probably get by with 1/2 inch PEX tubing. But just cut the spades off those, and you could use those. Buy 5 of those or 6 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. Cut the spades off. They'll be plenty long, and you'll be good. So, without any further delay, I'll kind of show you putting it together. Okay, drilled me, got my 42 inch long 2x4 here. drilled me a couple more holes. I have two boards, two 42-inch boards. At 22 and 28 inches is what I drilled the holes at. I drilled these 1.5 inch center off one side. So 1.5 inch center of the hole. Same as I did on these boards. These are going to offset about a 1/2 inch. That way, when my top rod doesn't touch my vertical rods, and they don't bind up that way. And my top rods are to adjust the height of the creep feeder. So, like I said, I'm going to go in about a 1/2 inch here. Cut these at 2 foot in length. This is 3/8 inch rebar. I'm sorry. This is CPVC. CPVC. You can use PVC. It's just a little bit thicker. Thicker wall. Really don't need it to be. I was going to use PEX, which is at the same size as 3/4 inch CPVC. But my local store is out of PEX, and you know, one of the biggest things that get me is people are like, I built this creek feeder for nothing, or $2. Well, that's not reality. Not everybody has PVC laying around or scrap material, and you know, that material costed them something before it became laying around, usually. So I wanted to pretty much purchase everything. It was two 2x4s, or actually a 2x4.5 by 8 foot. This is actually a 2x8 I ripped down. One 2x8 by 8, just what I had. It's Sunday and the stores are closed, except the box stores. Went to local Orscheln's, Baumgars now, and bought this CPVC because it was out of PEX. Cut it to 2 foot in length. This rebar is the only thing I didn't buy. It's 3/8. If I went to the store, I would have bought a 1/2 inch, or if I went to the hardware store, I would have bought a 1/2 inch, but I didn't. It's a Sunday, they're closed, so I don't know if I showed it, but I put a 1x4 on the bottom just to keep the rods from going all the way through. And for those that are like, well, my local stores only sell My local stores only sell 20-foot pieces, and I only need a 10-foot piece, and I don't have a trailer to get a 20-foot stick of rebar home, or I can't find rebar locally. If you can't find rebar, then I would go down to your local Tractor Supply, get those, I think they're 3/8, they might be quarter. They're probably quarter actually. But the electric fence post, the rebar fence post, you'll have to cut that wedge off the bottom of them, but you'll still have plenty left over, and I think they're only like $2.50, $3. $1 a foot. Yeah, you'll spend a little more, but you won't have to buy that 20-foot piece of rebar and haul it home. So there's an idea for you. Otherwise, you can make one of these for probably under $50. Alright, there it is. These are adjustable 4-inch openings. Well, 4 1/4 inch opening. They're all going to be the number and a quarter, just to the thickness of the pipe. 4-inch opening. Then I can do a 6-inch opening. And an 8-inch opening. Not that I do an 8-inch opening, that's too big now that I'm looking at it, but 5-inch opening here. This is a 3-inch opening, but really it's supposed to be your 2 openings here, and then yeah, the rest of them. There it is. Goat creek feeder on the sheep. Got your other bar here. I'll encase it with PVC pipe too. I haven't quite figured out how I want to lock this in, because this is going to be mounted to the, actually that'll be mounted to the wall probably, and I'll probably bend a piece down. That's what I want to use. actually have PEX tubing, a little scrap piece PEX tubing. I'm going to stick there because if you do 5 rods or put a rod here, which I don't think you have to. This one, their back's probably not going to touch it. I don't think you have to put PVC pipe there. But if you did, you're going to need more than a 10-foot piece of PVC pipe or PEX tubing. But I want to go out the store and buy 2 10-foot pieces just to put a piece up here. I don't think you need a piece up here. It's really not that necessary. The pipe here just keeps the goats from getting their skin pinched or the hair pulled on the rebar. It lets them kind of slide in and out a lot easier. They're not going to be touching this unless they're just too big for it. So there you have it. $10 for the pipe. Another $10 for the rebar if you went out and bought a 20-foot stick at 3/8. If I was to buy it, I'd probably buy 1/2 inch. And that's going to cost you a little bit more, so maybe $15 there. So $25 for the pipe, the rebar. 2 2x4s are going to cost you $10 at Menards. They're not even going to cost that, but let's say $10. And so you're looking at $35 and a box of screws, so maybe $40. $40 and you got a creep gate. And I think you can buy them online for $200. Hey buddy, what do you think? Yeah? Think you'd be able to squeeze through that? Okay. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, see you on the next one. Oh, like and subscribe if you want to see more videos pertaining to the goats or just maybe me doing projects. So.